When I first saw this video yesterday, I thought to myself, Alex Stein has done it again. Pulling off a Thanksgiving-themed skit, trolling a city council meeting, dressed as the Native American, acting like a fool, in order to see if the board members would take him seriously out of concerns that they would offend Native American culture. But upon further inspection, this actually is the kickoff to a school board meeting in the Garden Grove Unified School District to celebrate Native American heritage. If this is your culture, then it's long overdue for you to leave it in the dustbin of history and assimilate into American culture. And speaking of Native Americans, over the weekend, most of the popular supposed Native American accounts over on Twitter were revealed to be run by Indians. Not Native Americans, I mean Indians from India. A country and a culture that is notorious for scamming people throughout the world, because Elon put the location of the country that the accounts are located in. And people can't hide behind a VPN because it also shows the location of the App Store where they downloaded the app from. Okay. And so people have been combing through tons of just popular accounts across the entire political spectrum, and finding that many of them are run by Indians. Scam artist Indians, okay? Not Native Americans, including this one. Native American Culture says he's located in Indianapolis, USA. But it's revealed that this one is from Bangladesh, right over there next door to India. So stay tuned, and I'll get into some of the fallout of these foreign-run accounts being unmasked and the half-truths and spin that the liberal media is putting on it, claiming that they're all just a bunch of fake MAGA accounts, and that's why MAGA is so popular on Twitter. But it's not just a supposed foreign influence operation campaign. There's a couple different layers to this. A lot of them are just scam artists and opportunists because Elon activated monetization on Twitter. Others create big followings, posing as beautiful women to then have simps, as the kids say, DM them and then dupe them into subscribing to their OnlyFans or scamming them in some other way. And speaking of morons, Democrat Congressman Eric Swalwell announced that he's running for governor of California. He thinks that he can fill Governor Gavin Newsom's shoes. One of the biggest losers in all of Congress thinks that he has what it takes to be the governor of the biggest and most powerful state in the country. But first, just a heads up, of course, the pre-Black Friday sale has begun at markdice.com. Use the promo code Black Friday, original I know, to save 20% off anything from the store, including the Trump Claus sweaters. You can still get them, but you got to pay for rush shipping. Those are special orders. They are custom made. They're not screen printed. They have the graphic woven directly or knit into the sweater itself. And so you can order those or get your Trump Claus wrapping paper to troll your relatives at Christmas, wrapping their presents in Trump Claus paper. Whole bunch of other stuff. Everything 20% off by using the promo code Black Friday at the checkout. Since we're living in an idiocracy where celebrities are seen as gods by the dumbed-down masses, of course, Swalwell went on Jimmy Kimmel's late-night supposed comedy show turned anti-Trump editorial show to make the big announcement.
What do we do? What are we gonna do? How do you stop this?
Of course, he's talking about how terrible Donald Trump is with the ICE raids in California, lobbing him a softball because he knows exactly why he's there. He's just playing dumb, setting him up for the big reveal.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I love California. It's the greatest country in the world. Greatest country in the world.
The greatest country in the world. He botched his big announcement 5 seconds into it.
But that's why it pisses me off to see Californians running through the fields where they work from ICE agents. Or
actually, we're not seeing that enough. I want to see busloads of them heading south down the 5 as far as the eye can see 24/7.
Or troops in our streets.
It's horrifying.
It's horrifying.
It's absolutely
Or cancer research
horrifying.
being canceled. It's awful to look at. And our state, this great state, needs a fighter and a protector, someone who will bring prices down, lift wages up. And we can say that we're the 4th largest economy in the world, and we are, and I love to brag about that. But what does that mean if you can't afford to live here? So I've been in these fights.
he's going to make housing affordable in California. Eric Fartsmell.
As a city council member up in Dublin, my hometown, as a prosecutor in Oakland, and taking on the most corrupt president ever in the U.S. Congress.
You could see he's practiced this over and over again, trying to sound all dramatic. I was a city council member.
But I'm ready to bring this fight home. So I came here tonight, Jimmy, to tell you and your audience that I'm running to be the next governor of California.
Oh, standing ovation.
I'm excited to do it.
The same guy who had to drop out of his 2020 presidential campaign because not only was he single digits in the polls, but he couldn't get enough donations to qualify to make it to the debates. And so this was his last-ditch effort because they have different rules. You have to have so many different people donate to you for them to take you seriously enough to have you on the stage. And so this was his last-ditch attempt to try to make it.
Hey guys, Eric Swalwell here. Not sure if everyone knows this, but we need 65,000 individual donors to cement our place on the debate stage. Every day we're getting closer and closer to that goal, but I need you. Just $1, seriously, $1 can make sure we get there. Join our movement, go bold with me, and let's do this together.
Join the movement, the bowel movement, which he had live on MSNBC, which I'm sure we all saw. Aside from campaigning on keeping all the illegal aliens in California and then leeching off of American citizen tax dollars, he came up with this brilliant idea.
I want us to be able to vote by phone. I think every Californian
Vote by phone?
Vote by phone. Yeah, if we can do our taxes, do our make our healthcare appointments, make essentially do your banking online, you should be able to vote by phone. Make it safe, make it secure, but it's actually already happening all over the United States. I want us to be a blue state that doesn't do just a little bit better than like Georgia or Alabama when it comes to like voting access. I want us to max out democracy.
What better way to have illegal aliens interfering in our elections than to have people voting by phone? But speaking of California and the illegal alien invasion, Bill Clinton knew exactly what was going to happen back in the 1990s, and here he was bragging about it. Of course, this was and is the plan. You weren't supposed to notice this, or if you did, you were supposed to celebrate it. If you dare to oppose it, then you're called a neo-Nazi. We all know how that goes.
Within 5 years, there will be no majority race in our largest state, California. In a little more than 50 years, there will be no majority race in the United States. No other nation.
Applauding the demographic downfall of the progeny of those who founded this country. Everybody knows that California is a demographic, an economic, and a crime disaster. So here is Bill Clinton at the Clinton Global Initiative talking with the slick-talking salesman Gavin Newsom about just what is going right in California. Anything?
Tell us what you think we should know about what's going right in California.
But I appreciate the context. Look, California is America, but only more so. It's the size of 21 state populations combined. It's the most diverse state in the world's most diverse democracy. 27% of my state is foreign-born. We practice pluralism. It's a point of pride. I say that.
Applauding for that. Over 1/4 of the, if you can call them residents, the people inhabiting California weren't even born in this country. And speaking of people who weren't born in this country and aren't living in this country are the countless, mostly Indian-based trolls that have infested Twitter. And like I said, Elon revealed the location of different accounts. So liberal media is trying to spin it because there are people of all political persuasions, just scam artists of all different kinds, going after all the different niches, as well as some information warfare operations conducted by Ben Shapiro's favorite country in order to stir up problems and to promote certain, Ben's agenda. But so the liberal media is spinning it as if only MAGA influencers were accidentally unmasked as foreign trolls. So over the weekend, a lot of people were screenshotting these accounts and exposing them. Some of them just deleted their account because they didn't want to get further revealed. And you have somebody, it's like this clown who says, breaking, millions of MAGA accounts are actively being exposed as Indians. Millions of them. But like we all know, Indian culture is synonymous with scam artists and poop throwers, but really scam artists. Just like Italians are known for pizza, India is known for scam artists of all different kinds, posing as Indians or Native Americans, rather. Posing as beautiful women so that the simps will DM them and go over to their OnlyFans sites. Like Emma Brunette, who accumulated almost 700,000 followers, who claims she's from Florida, joined in 2011 from West Asia. Then, of course, there were a bunch of accounts found to have been operating in Israel, posing as beautiful white European women, like this one, which has since been deleted, posing as a Swedish woman, most likely run by the IDF as a honeypot in order to get some compromise on various influencers who been duped into sliding into, quote, her DMs. Many of them from the land of scam artists, India, just opportunists trying to cash in, posing as white Americans, like the man maker, posting advice for men with a profile picture of Jason Statham. Anybody with half a brain should have known that these were scam accounts from the very start, and many people did, which is why they were calling for the locations to be revealed. But it still is a little tedious because you have to go to somebody's profile page and then click on the date that they joined in order for it to then reveal where they're from. So that really should be prominently on their bio. And Twitter, all social media platforms, need to implement a feature so that you can block entire regions, because I know that I'm not the only one who doesn't want to hear from any account from India and dozens of other countries. So it'll be interesting to see the reaction to this from the Democrats, because we all know that they freaked out about supposed Russian interference for years, but they don't seem to have a problem with India interference. And if you want to interfere in Christmas dinner in a hilarious way, then show up wearing the Trump Claus knit sweater, a custom design from my online store at markdice.com, or click the link in the description below. And like I said, everything this whole week, starting for the early Black Friday sale, is 20% off if you use the promo code Black Friday, one word, Black Friday at the checkout. So get the knit sweaters. They're custom designed. It's going to take a little while to get them, but you'll still get them before Christmas. Everything else will ship out a lot sooner than that. So you can get your t-shirts, you can get your mugs, you can get all sorts of stuff, including the new discrete designs, which have the graphics smaller on the left chest, as opposed to the big, bulky graphic on the front. A lot of people wanted something a little bit more discreet. So head on over to markdice.com, click the link in the description below, use the promo code Black Friday at the checkout to save 20% off this whole week, and check them out.